G'day everyone, welcome to Coast. Not the most amazing week on the park. Both sides receiving a wee bit of a touch-up. But hey, look, this side of the fence is much brighter over here. We've got the man back, Oscar Allen, the skipper, the heart of the podcast. Who cares what's happening on field when I can talk absolute none with you, great man?
Stephen, how are you, mate? It's good to see you.
Yeah.
I dare say you've become the heart of the podcast, mate, because in my absence, I've had some things going on here and there, and you've held up the fort, mate, and I couldn't be prouder of you. Well done.
Oh, mate, happy to represent us both. So the obligatory question of how's the rig, how's the knee, how's the rehab? Give me a spiel.
Oh, rig's good, mate.
I didn't need to ask that one.
It's going really well, mate. I'm not going to put a timeline on it because everyone at S&T will chew my head off if I say anything.
No, we're not after exclusives here, mate.
But it is going well. No, it is going well. I've really progressed my on-field training the last 2 weeks, really, and taking good steps in the right direction. So I'll definitely be playing some footy soon. Sooner rather than later, so yeah.
I remember once upon a time Daniel Kerr was given limitations. He couldn't do any more weights. He was getting too big to then have to run out games of AFL football.
This conversation has been had with me.
Are you putting on too much muscle? Do you just need to calm down when you're throwing these big plates around?
No, I'm not genetically gifted like Daniel. Nick was also on the same program. No, I'm not a super builder like that, but I am getting stronger.
I can give you some tips of how to be.
Yeah, I can tell by looking at you. No, I am getting stronger. In all seriousness, this injury has been a good opportunity for me to change my body a little bit and adapt to the kind of role I'll be playing in the future. So getting a bit bigger, a bit stronger, becoming a man. So, it's going well, man.
Long overdue, that one. So we've got a fair few rehabbers passing you by in this program.
Yep.
We've got the Loosh, but he's going to be quickly out of it. Yep. But I will include the Loosh. Matty Flynn.
Yeah, Flynn Sandy. Man, him best mates now, mate, by the way.
Did you need this stint in rehab to solidify that?
Yeah, well, we've just been spending so much time together, and we've been on a somewhat similar program / timeline. Like, we're in at the club the same times. Everyone else has got the day off. Oh, let's get lunch together. So we've been spending a heck of a lot of time together.
Good man to be spending some time with.
And he's going terrifically. He's really progressing well on track, and he will be playing footy very, very shortly for West Coast.
At
some level.
He is a gaping hole out there at the moment, Oz, to have him around ruck CBDs, as was so evident on the weekend. But want to see what he can do.
In saying that, I think Bailey has, again, similar to last year, done a great job holding up the fort, somewhat one out. But yeah, we are looking forward to have Flinny back. And then I think just the balance he'd give us, like him, this is real footy chat, we've got into it earlier, but him coming in, playing in the ruck alongside Bailey allows us to get the best of Bailey when he's in the middle because he's such a great athlete.
Well, imagine how well he's going to do against the backup forward ruck.
Yeah.
After spending a year and a half, 2 years as your front man as well.
And then Bailey in the forward line further solidifies our aerial presence there. And then, Jakey's been in unbelievable form. Like, he's been going terrifically well. So happy for him to finally be able to firstly get his body right, and for everything he's worked through the last 12 months, it's real credit to him to be able to get to the place he is now. But just the leadership, like I was going to say dominance, but it's the leadership he's showing, and whenever we needed a goal the last month, he's provided that, and whenever we needed a target to kick to, he's provided that. He works his backside off, and happy for everyone outside the club to see what he does inside the club every day.
That's the tough balance though, isn't it, Oz? Because Waterman doesn't get his opportunity and the chance to shine without the opportunity and the gap that you've left to take over that role as well. He might have been on an incline of form this year, but to have the opportunity he has, it's a bit of a mixed emotions for yourself, right? Like a great mate worked his way back, given the chance, third off a Coleman prior to this round going, but it has come at the expense of yourself, and it's like, that hard push-pull.
Oh, a little bit, yeah. Like I certainly do see where you're coming from. I'm glass half full in terms of I think I can play a really important role next to him and he can still flourish and play the way he's playing. I feel like the old-fashioned days, people ask me like, oh, well, you play centre-half forward and Jake, but like those days are kind of gone. It's very fluid amalgamation on field. You're constantly changing and whoever's in the position is in the position. And that's kind of how the game works now. So it's not necessarily we take something away from each other. I think we can help each other and complement each other on field. So I'm just looking forward to playing a bit of footy with him because he's one of my good mates, as you said. So playing footy with guys you really care about personally off field is one of the great joys of playing sport.
Some other names that are floating through rehab, you've got Rhett Bazzo, who is, I'm sure is desperate to get back out there. 9 games, then 11 games in the last 2 seasons. A hernia and just a massive setback for a youngster who would love an opportunity. Elijah Hewitt looked like he was going to set the world on fire in 2024, delayed. Noah Long, absolutely tragic.
Yeah, my man Donk.
The most loved teammate, possibly on the list. Cal Jamison, change of position down back.
He was going great down back, yeah, big bird.
And then Harry Barnett with a bit of shin.
Big Batman.
Soreness. Who knows what it's going to be, but 2 to 3 weeks at this stage on injury report. I've given you some names there of some people that you're spending more time with than probably what you'd like, given the situation. I've got a few questions for you.
Go.
Who are you double dating with? There's no keys in the bowl. Lawns, you and I are here. Who you want to take on the other side of the table for a bit of entertainment?
I'll take Flinny and his girlfriend Loz. So we actually haven't double dated yet. That's something we do need to do, but Loz is kind of in and out with work. I'm not sure. Flinny probably doesn't want to talk about his private life, but yeah.
Excellent.
Flinny.
Who are you getting deployed with? Who are you going in the trenches with? Fighting serious war zones.
Give me the list again. So I've got Loosh, no. Flinny, Huey, certainly no. Longy. Yeah, I'll go with Longy.
With a good leg.
Yeah, yeah, Longy. He'll just brighten the spirits up. But, yeah.
In a very bleak time.
Yeah, exactly right. And he's so cute and happy.
Okay. Who's performing your next surgery?
Probably, unfortunately, it probably is Huey. And it's because I think both his parents are surgeons.
Definitely the old man.
So, yeah, probably Huey just for that sake.
You reckon it's
hereditary. It's just like he's born with DNA of, I know how to hold these tweezers.
Who's looking after your 2 dogs for a month?
Jake. Yeah, Jake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will they get along with that absolute bruiser of a thing?
What, with Muzz?
Yes.
Pete Murray? No, he'll be fine, mate.
Okay.
Muzz will love, not a hater. Winnie will give the grief of that crew.
We don't have too much time to go, and I know the fans will hate that, but we're on time restraints.
No, you go, mate.
You're going to sit here solo pod? So you went to Melbourne. All right?
I did go, yeah.
You flew over. Tell me about your role on the bench, how that might have changed this year. Very quick thoughts on the game. Oh, you don't. Everyone knows the thoughts on the game, but very quickly, your role on the day.
Yeah, I was they had the headset. Similar to what I did in 2022, actually. So I had a computer there which had like a live feed, which was kind of there. I didn't really use it a whole heap, to be honest. And then I had the backs coach and the forwards coach in my ear, and they basically asked my opinion of things, messages they want me to get out to the group. And then the most important and the hardest job in this role is they say, mate, get Jack Darling on the phone. I want to have a chat with him. And JD's come off and he's gassed. He's probably frustrated at times, whatever's happening. And then I'll go, JD, you got to read the cues, right? Be like, JD, here's your phone. And Jack's fine. He barely comes off anyway. He's like, yeah, no worries. The funny one's when you get, can you put Cripper on the phone? And I'm like, oh, God. I'm like, Cripper. You go, no, mate, Cripper. And then in no direct words, it's like, Cripper, phone, mate. He's like, off. You know, like, I don't want the phone. So you find this constant battle with him. But yeah, it is a challenging. That's the hardest part of the role, but it's where the funniest conversations after the game happen.
Sure. And then the self-reflection after where Cripper comes up to you.
Look at us on the plane. He's just like, sorry, mate. Like, it is good fun. I feel bad particularly on games like the weekend. Like the backs are working so hard, and they did such a great job.
I thought Witho and Coley.
Witho was our best player in the weekend by a mile, mate.
Had amazing
he was
games.
outstanding.
The fact that Gov went back on the field and just tried to perform is unreal. Mm-hmm. So gutsy.
Gov. Yeah, it was sensational as always. But it's funny, like they're trying so hard, right? They're fighting, backs against the wall, they come off, and then I get a message like, mate, can you just tell him to just keep looking to hit the short ones coming out D50? And I'm looking at guys who are literally 100% exerting their efforts. They're struggling for oxygen. I'm just like, yeah, mate. I'm not telling them that message. I'm going to keep that one to myself.
All right. I like that inside access there to know that you've got to make some calls of what's going to...
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be making it. That's probably why I'm not on the bench full time, because I do things like that.
Why don't we talk this week? It's Sir Doug Nicholls round.
Yeah.
West Coast changing their name. They're Walich Marawa in recognition of the very special day. You've got past Indigenous greats coming in to the club. I think we've got Peter Matera coming in Thursday, which we'll release some content about, which is awesome. He hasn't seen the precinct here at Mineral Resources Park. And we've got past legends coming in on match day, which will be a part of it. Mm-hmm. How much you're looking forward to that? You've got Tyrell Dewar, who's the coach has declared him post-game to play in his second game.
Oh, really?
Basically.
Okay.
Unless I've heard something different.
No, I haven't heard anything different.
He's like, and he'll play again.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
As someone who got dropped after their first game, that's a great feeling.
to get solidified, moments after the game. I would have thought so.
Yeah, no, it is a great round, and I think it's great that we've got to this place. I think the AFL, and this is a bit off topic, but then we had the game a couple of weeks ago where we were promoting justice and equality and trying to stamp out abuse in relationships. So that's another thing that the AFL's kind of been the forefront for. So I think, obviously, Sir Douglas Nicholls round, Indigenous round, it's a great opportunity to celebrate. And like, if you break down like the percentage of people in Australia, and Australia's the only place in the world really that plays AFL, right? How small the percentage is of Indigenous people, yet how great the Indigenous athletes are and how much they mean to the game of football is astounding. So, yeah, Wallage Marwa, really excited, means Western Eagles. So, or Eagles West. It's one of the two. So it's great that we're really embracing this and coming up against Melbourne, who are NAM now. So it's a great opportunity, and for us to celebrate it at home. In the past, it's only been one game, and you might be away for that week, and you miss out on the opportunity. So it's
I think they extend it for 2 loosely based off of that.
Yeah, so now it's great. It's 2 weeks, and we get to express ourselves with the beautiful jumper, which is outstanding. Like, I think, obviously biased, but I think we have the best jumper in the comp. So that's really exciting, and happy to see how we go on that. And hopefully we do the round the justice it deserves. And we'll have some great Indigenous players out there on our side as well expressing themselves.
I forgot to ask you, part of your responsibility on match day, is it to cheer Petch up when he comes to sit next to you the entire day?
Mate, it was actually good. Me and Petch are great mates, and we were drafted together. So it was actually just like watching a game of footy with him. Man, and we were just like, hey, that was a pretty good kick from Nick Dacos. No, I'm joking. No, it was nice to chat with him, and Petch is always a very happy, easy, go-lucky guy. And obviously with his injury on the weekend, I don't know any of the results or whatever, so touch wood, it comes back positive for him, and he only misses a short term of footy, if any at all. So, but even then, like, I'm looking at him and he's sitting next to me, and he's very joyous, chatting to guys on the bench.
And it's understandable if they're not at that stage.
Oh, like I'm really bad when I get hurt.
Most would
I
be,
go into
it?
a hole, but it's just really, and like Noah, who obviously results will come out whenever they come out, and he'll have to deal with whatever the timeline is for his injury. He's just been the same guy. And I just, as someone that's been through that recently, and I want to play footy so much and want to impact this group and help us win games of football and make our fans proud, to not be able to do that, it really like eats me and like consumes my whole life. For these guys to be able to put that to the side, and they're 100% going through the same thing, but to be able to put on a brave face is very commendable for them to be able to do that.
Awesome. Well said. There's a heap of things I wanted to cover with you there. We're going to do it another week. There was your thoughts on draws. Save it. The thoughts on Jacob Weddle, the sport editor for the West, getting death threats over the Harley Reid back page coverage.
Well, because it's happening too much.
Yeah, and he's receiving death threats.
What's saying if you put Harley on the back page again?
Yeah, or if you keep doing it.
Wow.
Save that for another week.
Yeah.
I want to know just a bit about what's going on in your world.
About Josh Weddle, but he's a good player. For all thought, he's a good player.
So, what have you been watching? Top 3 things you've been watching in the last little period.
You want me to give you right now?
Yeah, I'll give you mine, and then you go.
Yeah.
Mine's NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure yours is going to be in your top 3 right now.
Yeah.
Who do you want to win it all?
Mate, I'd want the Timbies, because our great friend Fraser McGuinness, a great Tim Bulls man, Carl Anthony Towns, mate, a genuine pretender. Like, if he's listening to this podcast,
which he will be,
mate, goodness, you are an embarrassment.
Fraser McInnes is almost like a North Melbourne supporter. Like, he's supported this team that
through
just
the
hasn't,
pits, mate.
and
haven't made the playoffs since KG left, and Anthony Edwards is Michael Jordan's son.
I'm also supporting them for the big horse. YouTube golfing tutorials, which you won't be a part of.
No.
And Shameless, the TV show, which
You're back on that?
Yeah.
You never watched it?
I'd never seen it before.
US one is outstanding.
Yeah,
mate.
unbelievable viewing. I've watched it for too long. It's now starting to dip in the writing, but I'm there. Give me your other 2.
Yeah, so NBA playoffs, Mindhunter.
Great series.
It's a great series. And
you know the petitions have been signed across
mate, I'm not there yet. Shush.
No, to like just have another season.
Oh,
They're signing petitions
well, there's
saying,
already 2 seasons out.
Well, yeah, but that was a decade or 5 years ago.
Was it?
They want more.
So I've only caught up with it now, so I'm only about to start the second season.
Well, they don't leave on cliffhangers, but they just want more.
Well, yeah, because it's telling the true story, right, of how they profile serial killers. Yeah, great. You guys should all. And the last thing, and it's more partially educational, but also a beautiful story. So, one of my favourite books I've ever read is called The Tattooist of Auschwitz, and they've done a series on it. moving story about a man and how a Jewish fella and how he went through the trials and tribulations of the Holocaust in Nazi Germany. Unbelievable. You're just mind-boggling. So that's also a great
Wow.
watch. Sorry, that's pretty heavy. Big change-up, but very good.
Check it out. Oscar recommends.
Yeah.
I'll see you another time, mate. Sorry to wrap it up short. Let's bring in the two guests, eh?
Yes, let's do it.
Got a couple of youngsters in the studio with us now. Coby Burgiel, Ryan, Maric. What's going on? Maric, marriage, help us out.
Maric Thumper, you should know this by now.
And it's Burgiel.
Burgiel, yes.
How long
Burgiel.
people saying Burgiel for in your entire life?
Oh, my whole life. Yeah, definitely. And when I first got to the club, everyone was calling me Burgiel as well. So
Pick him up on it?
a couple times.
I still get it mixed up.
Yeah, I was a bit shy early days.
You've never picked me up. I still call you Coby Burgiel.
Yeah, I do.
Have
both.
you?
I do.
But
both.
to be fair, you wouldn't hear me call you Coby Burgiel to your face. Like I don't say, hi, Ryan Maric,
Yeah.
or hi, Coby Burgiel. Say,
you're
hey,
talking
mate.
about it.
Yeah.
You getting away with it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Gotta let it skip off.
Can I ask you something? Speaking of fraudulent identities, tell the story about the 4 goals you kicked in the pre-season. One of my favourite
Oh,
stories.
yes.
How good was that? So it was
Yeah.
Caitlin Bassett, wasn't it, the journo?
Yeah, I've got no idea, to be honest.
He's on
but
fire.
I just remember some of the boys put it into the group chat that I'd kick 4, and I was playing half back that day and didn't get near the goals. So
Written
can
in the
confirm.
West that you kicked 4 goals.
Yeah.
And you were claiming credit the entire week.
yeah.
He was loving it, that's for
The
sure.
boys are getting around it, so had to.
Just to confirm, this was the week of the round 1 game, right?
Yes.
I believe so. So we were all in, where were we? Adelaide? No. Yeah, Adelaide.
Yeah.
And then we've come off the track and someone's gone, oh, how the Waffle Boys go? Like someone's the Waffle Report. And to follow that up, I think Harry Edwards was out with a broken thumb or something. And he's gone, someone asked me, goes, yeah, pretty sure he kicked 4. So obviously he was paying zero attention to the game either. But yeah, roll with the 4 snags, mate. Career best. Well done.
Yeah.
Berg took is going to take your spot next week in the AFL. He's coming in as a key forward.
Yeah.
Key forward.
Key forward, mate. Your new career chapter, eh?
Yeah. Get me up there.
Never know.
First time potty appearance on Coast to Coast. Do you have, give us your podcast history, both either appearing or listening? Where are you out in the podcasting space?
I listened to Dylan Friends a fair bit.
Do
but
you?
other than that,
I used to a bit, yeah. I've listened to a couple. Like when there's a really
Grown out of it, mate?
not grown out of it. If there's a really good personal friends with Dill, good man. When there's like a good, they're all good names, they're all interesting stories, but people that I have like specific interest in, like really interested in like James Hurd, like his career arc from debuting at 16, like, and some of the coaches I find are pretty interesting as well.
Yeah.
But you, mate, you listen to potties as well?
Nah, not really. I did listen to Dan Gorringes a bit
Yeah.
a couple months ago, but I haven't
Is that any
really-
good?
I liked it, yeah.
Yeah.
I find him funny. So.
Yeah.
No, not a massive podcast guy. It's good to be on here, though.
Well, I would have loved to have gone back and listened to our previous podcast with you last year, but I've been as busy as a mozzie at a nudist camp, so I just can't get it done right now. But why don't we start with Bali? Were you the crookest man
Oh, yes.
in Indonesia?
Jesus.
Why did you coming back looking like Thump? People were telling me if I dyed my hair red, I was a fair chance to rock up pre-season and get a game. Why do we have similar looking bodies at the end of it all?
Oh, there was a lot going on in Bali, that's for sure. It's probably not one of my finest trips. No, it was good for the first 2 nights. And then I got home after one of the nights and, hit the fan. So I reckon I was
his roommate in Bali. It was no
in
good.
bed. It was my birthday as well. So I was in bed for like 24 hours straight. Couldn't get down any water, any food. Had just come straight back up. So Bali belly hit me hard. Lost about 6 kilos and
I thought it was more. That's okay.
I had my hair dyed black at that stage. So I was in a pretty grim state.
Just further context, there was almost these barracks underneath where all the first years or younger players were at,
Yeah.
and then the senior players, we all had our own like private bungalow.
Villas and
Yeah, we had our own villas, so we had like heaps of room, and we've all woken up the next day like chilling by the pool. I'm like, God, the younger boys aren't up yet. Like, wonder what's going on, and you just hear murmurs and whispers about something's been happening overnight, and then about 10 of the boys didn't come up. And then the funny thing was we were all laughing about it, like, oh, these boys got Bali belly, like first time on the trip with the boys, like. And then throughout that day, we've all subsequently gone down as well the next day. And I think there was only about 6 boys who survived the whole trip.
I was feeling so embarrassed. I was like the first one to go down properly, and I was like, I'm in Bali with all the boys, and I'm just going down. I'm not going to be able to do anything with them. And then Luke Shuey came in. I remember I was half asleep, but he's come in and saying, mate, don't worry, like 10 of the boys are going down. So it made me feel a bit better.
Yeah.
As roommate, paying $1.30 to capture whatever he did you just leave change complete destinations Bali, so I'm
Yeah.
getting well away from you.
I ended up getting Gov's bungalow for the trip. He looked after me because
You went into didn't you go to Foles first, maybe?
yeah, I went into Foles' room that day because I did not get any sleep.
What were the rooms down there like, by the way? I actually never ventured my way
Actually, they
down.
were pretty nice.
We're in the same bed though, so like
Yeah.
he couldn't have stayed.
Yeah. Okay.
And my floor was just
So you wouldn't share, like, I'm big dog, Oscar Allen, there's no way I'm sharing a bed in Bali with someone.
No, well, I had Bali Belly as well.
yeah.
Yeah, the best Bali Belly was the skipper shoe because he was so big on like it was his first time to Bali. I'm not getting Bali Belly, so on a trip of this kind, you're drinking cocktails, you're having a good time. It's the end of the season. He only would drink Heinekens, not Bing Tangs, only Heinekens, and out of the glass. Like if they gave it to him in a cup, he wouldn't drink it, and only eat hot chips, nothing else.
This is boots.
And he still got Bali Belly. So
I don't know what he does because some of the boys might have thought it was the pool water because we got a whole briefing of it before we went. And
yeah.
Still half of us got it, so
Yeah, I reckon it was from one of the nights at
yeah.
Mexicola, which was a good time. I think they were putting some ice water in our drinks. And
So
then the ice is, yeah.
Hey, what's the household dynamic like? Tell me about what's going on. Don't give me the suburb because you'll have fans just camping
Yeah,
out,
they'll be rocking up, won't they?
trying to find you.
We're in we're renting in
Oh, you can't.
Sterling.
How come you don't give this? You've let where I live out like numerous times.
Hey, he's fresh to the
They're
podcast.
not door to door in Mandurah, where you boys currently reside.
Yeah, Mandra.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're in a rental, 3-bedroom, 2-story.
Is there a third wheel?
There is a third wheel, but when we first moved in, it was just us two.
How long? We were in for about 3-4 months, and then my
and-
best mate from Victoria's moved over and joined us. Split rent another way, which is nice,
Beauty.
and it's good to have someone else outside the footy club.
Bedrooms upstairs, downstairs. What's the layout like?
Yeah, so I got the upstairs, but I do pay a bit more. So
Yeah.
got my own ensuite.
Bit of an alpha move there.
Got my own. Yeah, I run the house.
Yeah.
wouldn't say that.
Got you the
Wouldn't
house.
say that.
Got my own ensuite, and then him and my mate are just downstairs sharing a bathroom next to each other.
We do share the bathroom, yes.
Grim. Who takes more time in the morning?
Him. His showers.
Yeah.
Look at the result though. It's worth it.
Yeah.
The water bill goes up that much when he's having a shower like twice a day. Like,
What about cooking, cleaning? Where's the division at for two boys on a list and a third?
we do a bit of our own stuff. So I normally meal prep myself. I like to be on my own schedule, so I don't want to be waiting for this bloke to cook for me. So I'll just do my own stuff, and
So you say I have kitchen between 6 and 7 and no one else
and
can
then
have
just
it?
stay out of it. And then
Me and our other housemate, we take in turns of cooking because I'm not a big fan of the meal prep.
And you make
It's like
the
a
missus.
massive division going on.
Yeah, sorry.
here.
So this is the confusing part. So it's your best mate now.
Yep.
Yet you refuse to eat and cook with him, and Coby shares those
I
duties
wouldn't
with him.
say refuse to, but I like to do my own stuff. And these boys they got a pretty good bond early on. So,
Nice.
And
And
when I'm away on trips and stuff, he's
Yeah,
just
of
stuck
course.
with him. So
What's your meal prep consist of, mate? Like, what are we talking? Are we talking like a big, like a Mexican?
nah, it's pretty boring. I stick to the chicken and rice for most of the week, and then I'll have pasta pre-game like most of the boys
Yeah.
do, and then one night I'll have like steak and veg. But yeah, mainly chicken and rice meal prep, and then cook a bit of egg and stuff into there as well.
So is this like a Sunday arvo? It's like I'm going to cook 5 dishes of chicken and rice with a bit of egg in there, and then you're having that every night, and then one night pasta, and then one night you may be
about
like
that.
having a steak.
It's not really set. It's not every Sunday. It's just whenever I'm running out of stuff in the freezer, I need to do it again. So
You're far much more of a grown up than me. I still message my girlfriend every night on the way home. So what are we doing tonight?
Kobe.
Burgers?
Shout out.
Burgers.
Kobe's girlfriend does a lot for him as well, so
Yeah. Oh.
he should be pretty grateful.
Yeah, I go there a fair bit for dinner as well.
Do ya?
Every
What's for
every
dinner?
second, third night.
Schnitzels are unreal there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best one.
Yeah. Any dessert?
No.
No, you can tell.
Yeah. Good man.
Burger, a lot of talk online. Fans want to know when the pending debut is, but that aside, great to be stringing some good footy together down at waffle level while results aren't really going your way. Talk to us about how it's feeling to get in a bit of a groove down there.
Yeah, it's actually weird because I don't think I've played more than 3 games in a row since I've been here. So it's a good feeling to finally string a couple games together. Obviously, we're not going the greatest in the waffle at the moment, so we're not getting the results we want. But yeah, it's good to start playing some decent footy.
I'm keen to find out how this appendicitis came about, because that's pretty scary stuff. You let that go too long, she'll explode in you, and it's all sorts.
Yeah.
When did you feel pain? When did it get a bit hectic?
It was the Monday night after, I reckon it was round 1 and Waffle played Subi.
This is after you kicked your 4 goals.
Yeah.
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 The appendix celebrated. Gone off.
Kick me 4. And then, that Monday night I felt a bit crook, but I just thought I was a little stomach ache. So I thought nothing of it, didn't have anything. Woke up the next day, came to training, and thought I played pretty well. So I was like, geez, I could be a sniff to travel to, I can't remember where we went, but so I tried to battle through training. I got about 10 minutes in, and I'm like struggling to breathe, like on my knees nearly.
Were you scared at this point, or were you like just man up a bit?
Bit of both. I thought I was being a bit soft.
I thought he was just taking the piss. He just wanted to get out of training, get out of gym.
I was just
Good plan, way to go about, mate. Appendicitis, like, go straight to hospital.
didn't want to look soft, so I got through training, got back to the change rooms after, and then
laid on the ground basically.
I was in the change rooms like laying on the ground like nearly dead. And then
how long?
Oh, like 10 minutes. And then Killer comes in and he goes, our S&C coach, and he goes, you got a cardio upstairs. And I'm nearly like spewing, like struggling to get up. I get up and then I get up there and I'm like doing like really low intensity. And he's like, come on, like lift your intensity up. I'm like, I can't. But I got through it at a very low intensity.
Killer would have hated that. He would have been yelling at you as well. He's a very high octane character. Like he demands a lot from the boys.
He did message me that night and apologise.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, then went and let the doctor know how I was feeling and got sent straight home. And he said, if it gets any worse, let me know and we'll send you for an ultrasound within an hour of being home. I let him know that it was getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
And then
how did you get to hospital? Did you drive? Did your missus take you? Uber?
My missus' mum took me.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hectic, Burger.
Yeah, very hectic.
Okay. Mid-season draft around the corner. Ryan, it's getting all nostalgic on you now.
I know. I've been talking to a few boys. It's gone pretty quick. It's another year now, so
Big time. So obviously we have to wait to see what the prognosis is with Longy, whether he gets sent to surgery and we decide to put him on an inactive list, but he seems to be the only player that could possibly open up a slot.
Yep.
How much would you be looking forward to getting around this mid-season draftee, knowing how difficult it is coming mid-year and just knowing no one?
Yeah, I reckon it'd be awesome, actually. I'd love to see someone like sort of be in my position after me, and now I know what it's like going through that. I feel like I could, comfort him and, make him feel right at home straight away, whoever that is, if we even have a pick or not. But, we didn't have a pick until, obviously, Longy's done his injury. So it's just to wait and see what we want to do and if we want to open up another list spot.
Are you hoping we do not recruit anyone else, barring someone who's in our own backyard right now, Gastro? Trey Rusco.
Oh, mate, I love him. Give people grief at both ends. I love Trey. I think he's good enough to be on AFLS, clearly. He was pretty good at Collingwood.
Why did his time end? I didn't watch enough Collingwood footy. Why did his time end at Collingwood, in your opinion, Oz?
Oh, well, you've got to turn over 6 list spots every year, no matter how good you are. You can't just keep the same 44. And I reckon there's a lot of premiership sides who would be like, I reckon our list is perfect right now. Yeah. Let's not change a thing, but you've got to change it. So I think that's probably the main reason, but just his ability to impact the game, he even plays in the midfield. I really love playing with him, and culturally, you've played a lot of footy with him now, Perch.
He's been at the club, eh?
Yeah, so he played at Collingwood last year.
Yeah, so he's already brought so much to the club, I reckon. Everyone absolutely loves him.
Yeah, one of our main pillars of I'm not sure if this will be fine. One of the main pillars of how we behave on field, he's brought from Collingwood. The whole pickup stuff has been really enforced by Trey, which is it's incredible the amount that he's impacted the footy club at such a short time. I loved him. I love him currently.
Fingers crossed then.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah. Besides him, who have you loved playing with down there, Burger, for those that haven't had a lot of time to watch some waffle footy this year?
The Milkman. He's been good quality.
Jason Gilbert.
Yep.
On-field or off-field culture or what?
Bit of both.
Because the big fella's struggling to get a kick at times and it's been a running gag.
Last couple of weeks he's been better. Last couple of weeks he's definitely been better.
He's in a long sleeve on the weekend, so very noticeable.
Yes.
Flying around.
Was he on the potty last week, Jason?
Nah, he debuted in early doors with Longy. maybe first step.
Yeah.
And hasn't been back since. Was super flat because we had Trey and Jackson Nelson on
And
last
he couldn't
week.
fit in.
Best, man.
And he was sent to actually do work, which is
For the
really
first time
Standard.
he's signed footy club.
Thoughts on the long sleeve, yellow long sleeve?
I don't mind it. I dabbled with playing in the long sleeve last year at one occasion. I think we were playing in Tassie. I didn't, and thank goodness, because I think we got a shellacking at Shanghai, so it was good to miss out on one.
All right. The mum's cool. Have a mum not over, but at pre-game against the Pies. There's a whole heap of them, a cohort of mums. Oscar, your mum was in town
Correct,
also.
yep.
We had a couple of mums on the broadcast. So we had Harvey and Harley's mum do pre-game interviews
Did they?
with
How'd they
Sarah
go?
Jones. They were pretty good. And I wanted to ask you how you thought, how your mums would go given the opportunity to do a pre-game chat on Fox. Would you be nervous?
You go, mate.
Would they hit it out of the park?
I reckon she'd hit it out of the park in the sense that she loves to talk. And
Shout out to...
Jeddah, beautiful mother. She loves to talk, but yeah, if she's talking for too long, she could stitch me up very easily. So, she's a big fan of the footy club and she loves to talk me up. So she'd go off on her own stuff, raving about me for as long as she can. But I reckon she'd be all right. I'd trust her.
Oscar, you are not bad on the chew. Does the apple fall far from the tree in Mothersville?
Mate, she's so good on the chat, but she is just a typical mother in the sense of she would like your mum would get going and wouldn't stop. Fiona, she loves a chat and she'd definitely bring up stories which you'd have no right being on television about me. Like she would talk about how hard childbirth was with me and how much grief I gave her as a baby.
What's this, Fox Footy, was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But mum would have gone, mate, she was a drama major, a drama teacher. So you can imagine the theatrics she would have pulled out. So
Up my alley.
when people think I'm very eccentric, I've come from a background of
Well,
that. So
you've
I've
dulled it
actually
down.
dulled it down. Yeah, I'm quite regulated considering the circumstances.
Burger?
Yes, my mum would, similar to Maric, would love to chat. Loves to talk. Probably wouldn't stop talking once you get her talking.
Shout out, Kelly.
Yep, Kelly. But I reckon she'd speak very well. She's a teacher and principal back home. So
Principal?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, deputy.
Mafra?
Yeah, Sale. So shout out to Kelly.
That's where the dogs run at sale.
Yep.
Oh,
Correct.
yes.
How do you know
yeah.
that, Oscar?
Tap touch.
When you get you're trying to get it all back.
Their sponsorship.
Thoughts on you? You played the game. You were there on the sideline with a pretty looking headset, doing some things. Hopefully not in charge of CBs. But thoughts on Dommy Sheed getting booed? Do we like to see it? Do we have a wry smile of Dommy Sheed's getting booed by Pies fans?
Pretty funny.
It's not surprising. They're still a bit salty all these years. What's it been, 6 years now? So
Yeah, 6 years. I thought them winning last year would take away the pain they went through, but clearly not. No.
yeah, I see where they're coming from, but to be honest, it is surprising so long it's been. And when you're out there, you actually realise it heaps, how loud the boos are. Every time he gets the ball, and if you're not even looking, it's if you're trying to stretch, you'd hear Dommy with the ball. It's just so loud. So
Love it.
poor bloke.
I love it, mate. I think here's one for you. We need to bring in more booing and personal animation between players. I reckon it is so good. Brings another atmosphere to the game, keeps the crowd engaged.
He'd like it as well. I reckon.
Yeah, and do you guys
thrive with
watch
that.
basketball, NBA players?
Yeah.
So right now the Knicks are playing the Pacers, and Reggie Miller was on the telecast, and famously he's a Pacers legend, and he's some big shots to knock off the Knicks when they had their team with Patrick Ewing and the rest, and he's getting booed on the telecast for commentating the game when he's doing courtside interviews.
Yeah, that's good.
30 years later, I reckon it's great. I think it's the best thing in sports, and bring back the boo.
So Dommy will getting booed for the next couple of years then, however long he's still playing for. You just keep getting them.
Possibly. 3 moments that happened during the game where I want to get your comment of either where you were or what you thought of it. Burger maybe even watching from the couch, but Gov's massive bump on Richards at the stroke of half time.
Yeah.
We also got Harley rising to the heavens for Mark of the Day round. Don't know about you. I think Jamie Elliott's got him covered on that one personally. And then Dewar for the first major in debut. Pick a moment now.
Harley's hanger, I was on the bench and it was right in front of the bench side, so I was probably 15, 20 metres from it, and I actually stood up and got a bit excited on the bench there, so it was a pretty sick moment, and to be right there was pretty cool. I reckon it looks better being right there compared to what it did on TV. It doesn't show it justice, I reckon.
About how high you actually got.
Yeah, it was good mark.
Burger, did you get up on the couch when that was going down?
Yep. It was pretty cool to watch. But I got to go with Dewa. Like, first goal, everyone got around him. Good celebration. He was actually talking to me about what he was going to celebrate. So,
Did you do what he said he was going to do? No.
knowing Dewa, no.
Yeah.
I thought I was a sniff to get it there as well. I was sort of in the pocket. It would have been a tough kick, but no, he backed himself to have a shot, and good on him.
If you were Jack Darling, would you have taken the mark in the square and said, look, I need some snags? Or would you have had the recognition of DUR in that moment, you reckon?
Depends how. If I am Jack Darling, he's kicked enough goals, so you got to let the new boy have a goal. But yeah, I don't know what I'd do if I was there.
I think you've answered it. You.
Gov's bump was hilarious because like he actually meant nothing of it. Like I just saw it from so far out, and like the time is down there, and it's like 3, 2, 1 siren, and I'm just looking. I'm like, there's no way Gov's going to be able to slow down, and he doesn't stop well anyway. Hence why he always runs into people and hurts himself, the other person. And he literally was there like this, compressed, hands almost in the air, shoulder just clean on his shoulder. And that Richards, he's a good player. Like, he was a very good debut, but he's pretty slight of frame, and he probably wasn't the person he was looking to. It was almost like someone, you know, when back in the day you'd like lie behind your friend who doesn't realise, and then they'd push him and then trip over their legs.
Yes.
There was someone sitting there like on the ground trying to tackle him behind him. So I think it exacerbated the incident. But
And he told me he landed like on his elbow, so that would have killed right in his kidney.
And so where were you, mate? Did you get in amongst the fighting, if you will call it that, or what happened with you?
You came running in, shoulders puffed, chest all out.
I don't know about that.
And said, I'm coming to throw some weight, and then just quickly went straight to your teammates like, no, well done, boys, get out of it. Because I was looking for you in frame.
I ran straight to Pendles, actually. I'm like, Pendles, what are you doing, mate? Just leave my boys.
This isn't you, mate. This isn't you, Pendles.
Leave my boys alone. Come on, what are you doing? No, I didn't really. I got there pretty late. I don't know where I was running from, but I ran from a fair way away, and I was sort of at the end of it when I got there. So I'm just like, boys, settle down.
Very good karma of the situation. There is a West Coast Eagles golf day that's being discussed amongst the playing group with past players and current day players that's happening when you've got some days off.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me your level of interest or involvement, because it's not mandatory. How would you fare? Or what's your interest levels like in getting involved?
I do love my golf. Play a couple times a week with our other housemate.
Sorry, you and your housemate are better friends than you two by the sounds of it. You don't do anything together. You don't cook together, clean together.
Yeah.
You just play golf with the housemate.
Yeah.
Basically, we just hate each other. He does stuff with me, mate.
Yeah. He's
Jacob, by the way. Shout out Jacob. He said he wanted to shout out in the potty.
He's got his question lined up.
He wanted to come on, actually, so I told him, nah, it's not.
solid golfer, but can't get me. So
You're too good.
yeah,
What area of your game is your greatest strength?
Drive.
my driving's pretty good, but I want to say chipping, but I reckon like Hunty'd have me in chipping for sure.
What are you going around in? 80-ish?
No.
That sounds like
Nah.
a no straight away.
Nah,
If you have to look to the heavens and go,
High 90s.
80, yeah,
High 90s?
80, high 80s.
High 80s.
Yeah.
That's good. Good starting block. Were you playing the golf day with all these other past Eagles greats?
Nah, probably not. I'd probably steer clear. Back in the off-season in Victoria, I did a bit because I just stole my brother's clubs back home. But, yeah, I just haven't got into it as much as I would like to. Like, I did it a bit, but then, yeah, I can't commit to buying good golf clubs over here. And then I just don't reckon I'd go out enough and get use out of them. So I like it, but, yeah, it frustrates me quite a lot. I'm not the best golfer.
What event would you then love to pivot to if you had past players, current day players? If it's not golf, what would you love them to do? Maybe I'll go pitch it to Pikey.
We're staying on the sports. Get me in a 3-point contest. I back myself. I'm a shooter. I'm the shooter.
So you'd love a pickup game of basketball?
Yeah, pickup game.
Love that.
Get
As if the injury list isn't long enough. Let's go roll some ankles.
yeah,
eh?
love it.
No.
1v1 yakka.
Okay, what about you? You get a cart. Like, we're not going to make you...
You know, I used to play a bit of golf and really indulged in it. However, my focus is on playing footy now, so I've kind of cut off all external activities, particularly physical. So haven't played golf for, it'd have to be near on 12 months. Like,
You'd be drinks cart for the boys?
Yeah, I could be drinks cart. And I'd bring in, I've been talking about this. We do a lot of swimming in the pre-season. Some of us do, guys that don't run as much, so myself. And I want to bring in the Roto Swim, a West Coast team of 4 that swim to Roto, and then have a nod on the sauce over there. I reckon that'd be a
Jeez.
great thing to
Who do you want in your team?
I'll have
If you're
Jamo.
doing a draft.
Jamo, myself, TB, and Waterman.
Ooh.
No,
Okay,
Huey.
mate.
Nah, Huey's good for like 50 metres. He has no endurance at all. But TB's also the same, but he'd be great fun when we get over there. Jakey, good swimmer.
How far is it? 20.
Yeah, it's just about 20 Ks, just under 20 Ks.
We'd probably drown.
Oh, I wouldn't make it. No.
You wouldn't. Nah, we're,
Nah, you'd
no
be able to
chance.
do it.
we're not making it.
You'd be able to do it in 10-4.
He's not making it.
100%.
Maybe you can be the support boat. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, I'll jump on that.
On the
Yeah,
boat.
so you can't, obviously, someone always has to be in the water.
Yeah.
But they have someone paddling next to them in a canoe who like hands them food, drink, water. But that's more like solos because in a team you just come off and get on the boat and have that. But you've got to have a canoe next to you as well alongside the boat. So that could be your role.
That's playing D on the Sharks that come along.
Yeah.
You got to bat them off.
Well, if I'm swimming that whole way, I'm probably on my back half the time trying to survive. So
Survival backstroke,
Yeah.
Toronto. Can take a while.
I had to go film Harry Garland, who's the past employee here, doing the Roto swim for the Proudies.
Great
Foundation.
man, Harry.
Yeah, great man.
Went to the dark side.
Yeah, he did. He's at Freo now. Rest his soul. But I was there at 5 a.m. when they get in the water for the first time for the solo.
Got canned this year, man.
Did it?
halfway through.
Halfway
wasn't it?
through.
Right. Didn't
Did
know
you
that.
not know this?
Nah.
So you went there and filmed it and had no
mate,
follow-up.
he hasn't worked here for years.
Oh, when he worked
This is a
here.
decade
Sorry,
ago.
yeah.
Anyway, and then they were rubbing like blubber on him.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like gut, like fat.
whale fat to keep them warm enough in the water.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was like, this is
because you
all
can't wear wetsuit. You can only wear Speedos because wetsuit's like a flotation device.
Oh, really? Wow.
So everyone's in Speedos and caps.
But you're allowed to rub that stuff in there.
Yeah, and it also, all the other reason it keeps all the stingers and like jellyfish, like you can't really get stung.
Yeah, wow.
So, yeah.
Anyway, all right, fan questions. Cody Briggs, I like this one. It's simple. What
Yeah.
team did you think you were going to get drafted to? You lot?
Drafted to you.
It's a good question. There was a couple teams. Like obviously you go around. It's a bit different for Ryan, but my draft year, like throughout the year, like going to combine and stuff, you talk to most clubs. So I was lucky enough to talk to I think 17. But yeah, I thought it was either going to be West Coast or Richmond.
Okay.
And who was the one grubby club that has zero interest in Coby Burgiel?
GWS. Probably why they're so good.
Yeah.
That's harsh.
What about you? Did you think you were going anywhere in the National?
Year before, I was nowhere. So had a good pre-season and sort of shot onto the scene early that season. So at the start of the year, I had no inkling at all if I was even getting drafted. I was just sort of playing to put my name out there. And then leading up to the draft, it was a mid-season, it was a bit different. There weren't as many prospects to have to compete against. So I sort of knew I was going in the sort of first to three range within the 3 weeks leading up to the draft. And then my manager sort of gave me an inkling that I'd either be pick 1 or 2, and West Coast and North had 1 and 2. So yeah, I didn't want him to tell me which one because he sort of knew, but yeah, I sort of knew I'd go in that top range somewhere.
Be honest now. You love the club. You're a great clubman. West Coast through and through. Were you at all barracking for North Melbourne to have the first pick, or for like West Coast to be winning games in that little period?
No, not at all. I'm stoked to be over at West Coast, and yeah, actually, I love it over here. So I just recently signed a contract for a couple more years. So
Hey, congratulations, Covy's on you.
Yeah,
Actually,
bloody
speaking about that, this is not a question. This is a written question from Oscar Allen.
here we go.
When you sign a contract, Thumper, just theoretically, you sign a new contract. What's the first thing you buy to celebrate?
Thumper?
Yeah.
Oh. What? Size
Come on,
of,
mate, give
Size
me
of
something.
contract? Is it
No.
Oscar Allen
It's
size
an-
deals?
It's an
or is
AFL
it,
contract. You sign an AFL
I might
contract.
be on Oscar.
I'm checking out what the jet ski range is going for.
Jet ski.
Mate of mine just got one, and he's doing a lot of solo missions with Sun. They've got like a crew with other jet skis. They're called the Water Rats. Really envious to be a part of
How
it.
much you dropping on a jet ski, you reckon?
They'd be like 20, wouldn't they?
Yeah, Jamo said he's like 20 something.
So
Yeah.
now I'll turn to Ryan Maric and say, sign a new contract, mate. What's your first big purchase?
Oh, well, I haven't. So I signed it like a month or two ago. I haven't really bought anything big until yesterday.
Ooh.
Yeah, so just went and got a new car for myself, my car. Yeah, it's been in the mechanic, so it sort of gave me a bit of an excuse to go to get a new one, and yeah, just dropped a bit of money on a Tesla.
If you don't mind.
Yeah,
a few
so-
Tesla pumps around the club, isn't
There
there?
is. There's Tesla charging stations out the front and right near my house. So
It's all happening.
1 of 3, hey, you.
Me, Cully, Huey's just got a Tesla now,
Stocks are doing well for you. Eh?
and Gov has got a
I didn't realise Huey had one.
Tesla sponsorship.
Yeah.
Goodness
Yeah.
me.
Works
Four of
well.
us.
Well done, guys.
Should have practiced footy more. All right,
Alright.
you got one?
Yeah, I got one from Bessie Milios. Who was best on at the JW medal after party? And the after party this year was somewhat of a fiasco because we went upstairs to that karaoke bar room and it was bloody hot and sweaty in that area.
Yes.
You know, Bessie, she used to be our GPS girl last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Haven't seen too many.
So there's almost a question there with a little bit of there's a little bit of meaning behind it. Do you fellas want to enlighten me on it?
Do you want to talk, Coby?
I'm seeing smiles over
You can-
there.
you
What
can
happened?
start.
What do you guys do?
Nah, nothing really. Bessie sort of came back with all us boys. We went to Crown. It was at Crown, so we just went to the casino. And then we went upstairs to that little after party. But
Sweat box.
where it was an absolute heaving
yeah, so
oven.
some of us boys weren't a massive fan, so we went across just to the standard Leaderville. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know who she is. Yeah.
yeah, Bessie. So we went to Hippie and Bessie came along and yeah, we just all had a good time.
Aussie was one of the last to leave at the karaoke bar. Not doing a lot of karaoke.
I'm a
but,
stayer, mate. I'm there and I'm a stayer. Well, what are you going to do to me?
We love that, don't we?
when you run up, you
Respect.
got to have a good nudge. Who was doing the most karaoke? It was one of the Waffle Boys, like Collins, was it?
Yeah.
He was rapping Eminem at some point at 1 a.m. I thought, nah, I got to go home surely.
But people were like, as I was trying to make my way out the door, it might have been, I don't want to throw names under the bus, but just, I'm not even going to say because I actually can't remember. That's probably the state I was in. But they were just like trying to pull me in for the karaoke. I just had like less than no interest of rapping 50 Cent at like 4 a.m. I was like, oh, I'm going home.
Josh Maric, has Ryan got any more FIFA celebrations in store for the fans, Lewandowski style?
Lewandowski. Yeah.
Lewandowski.
So it's sort of an inside joke. Me, Coby, and Jacob, my housemate, and Brady Hoff actually.
The glove.
The glove. Yeah, I'm a big FIFA man. My one team I always use is Barcelona. So, yeah, Lewandowski is their main striker, and yeah, I can kick a lot of goals with him. So, yeah, he always does that every time he kicks a goal. So, pulled that out against Freo. Not many people knew actually,
I
but
didn't even know that. Did
Yeah.
you give that one?
yeah, I
Big-
did.
Yeah.
So it's just sort of a inside joke.
So
that-
just for clarity, I play FIFA probably once a year. 2 weeks ago, played Maric, got the job done. So,
yeah, but out of one out of 50 times, you reckon?
yeah.
Yeah,
That's enough.
he beat me once, so
That's enough.
he's loving it.
Claim that.
You still have one of the best celebrations. Your jumper grabber against Essendon was all-timer, even though we lost that game.
Yeah.
All right. Casey Fowler. Oh, we've redone this. Don't worry about this. Dear Ryan. Okay. Dear Ryan, your Ranger would get smoked off-road by my Feroza. It's the truth. From TJ. It's not, can I have some context between that?
Yeah, that's my cousin back at Victoria, and
Yeah.
he's recently just turned 18, and
I'm
not
not a bit
sure-
of a rev head.
yeah, he's a bit of a rev head, and I'm not sure if you guys know. It's called Daihatsu Feroza.
I've never heard of that.
Nah, it's a European or Japanese. It's some little
Sounds Japanese.
little little shitbox. But yeah, he's a big car man, and he's always into me about my Ranger, and ever since he's turned 18, he wants me to bring it back and test him out
Give him
together.
a run. Maybe this off-season, eh?
Yeah.
And now the Tesla's taking him down, right?
Yeah, I know.
Diwa Tyrell.
Oh, goodness.
What happened to both your cars?
Oh.
Carrying up road, got on a little bit of an accident.
I see.
Yeah,
Whose fault?
Happens to the best of us.
Mine.
Yours, yeah.
Yeah, mine.
How bad was the damage?
Not too bad. For me, it was pretty bad, but the other car was fine.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
So it's out of commission for a bit.
Still yet
Yeah.
to get another
So,
car.
so how are you getting to footy? What was happening?
Either Ryan or...
Don't tell me your housemate's dropping you off.
Or your
No, he's
missus.
stolen the car a few times. He's
I have stolen the car a few
and
times.
Girlfriends.
Your girlfriend's mother's not taking you training, is she?
No,
Girlfriend's father on his way to work.
Good chats.
no, girlfriend has done a couple of trips though.
Really?
From
To the footy club?
from northern suburbs, that's an almighty trek.
Yeah.
Mate.
Oh, that's right. All right.
And sorry, what happened to your car?
Oh yeah. So the Ranger actually,
Who did you crash into?
I didn't crash into anyone, thankfully. I'm a better driver than Coby, but yeah, I was just on the freeway driving home. Yeah, in the right lane on like 100, and just all power shut down. All me. Yeah,
Sounds
everything.
like Burger's training on the appendix.
Yeah, exactly. Everything on the dash shut down, and I'm just like jolting forward. So
What did you get? Put on the hazards and try and get to the left-hand lane, or
I
what?
couldn't get to left hand lane, so I had to stop in the right hand lane, which was a
mate.
bit of an
A
inconvenience.
bit.
And I made peak hour traffic at like 2 p.m. and I was getting hurled abuse out on the side of the road. But yeah, so
That's actually my worst nightmare, man. I'm
it?
so unuseful with cars, like that, all my tyre popping, and I'm just like, oh goodness.
like Jai Cully drove past and
Gave you some.
give me some, and then Scully the next day.
How long was this? How long ago was this?
Oh, like a week and a half ago, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the big trucks that come out and block lanes would have saw me on the cameras, and they just came out, and so the right lane had to get blocked, and
They see it on the cameras.
Yeah.
And then that's what those cameras are for.
and they put cones out and this big like thing telling you to get across. So they came out and had to stop the right lane and make peak hour traffic.
That's some more, I'm happy for that one. I feel like that question's linking on to the question from Jacob at Cleveland, who I reckon is our man. Jacob, good to have you listening, mate. Coby, what happened on the Carrinup Road exit off the freeway?
Just to add on to it and clarify, Jace, the milkman was behind me and nearly crashed into me when I.
Oh my God.
I forgot to say that before.
I believe that from the milkman.
And Jacob asking the question can't talk as well, because back in Victoria, he did ride off his Hilux. So yeah.
You've one-upped him because your car isn't as total as it could be. Boys, you got to get to more media. It is 3 p.m. Thank you very much. Thanks for your first ever appearance on Coast to Coast.
Thanks, son.
Many
to
more
be
to
here.
come. Ryan, I always love to see you, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks for your
Appreciate
time.
it, gents.
Thanks,
Well done,
gentlemen.